The fall sports are still going on. What else is still going on here at the school?
Girls volleyball, they made the playoffs and they lost the first round. Had a season for them. Bouncing back, and I think that was the first time in about 4 or 5 years they've been back in the playoffs. They're really young, so they're getting that thing rolling. Cross country did a great job. They got 3 going to regionals. She got second. Other than that, girls basketball done now. Coach Willis, I see some first school in there. We got first 5 games last year. He's rolling, so he'll be playing a game here in a week or 2.
Very good, very good. And there's always something going on. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be athletic stuff either, because that's one thing people don't understand about facilities, especially like this one. You know, y'all have band competitions and all that kind of stuff. And, I don't quite understand why people don't get these needs for most of these facilities. But, when I sit here and look at it, when you look at this facility and the things that the athletic programs here at the Vega are doing, what do you see from if you were looking at it from an outsider?
So we got 4 or 5 TVs inside the field house where kids can just look up and call the repetition on there, and then sound systems everywhere. It's just we're just trying to update as much as possible. Just so we can look as good as some of the other bigger schools than us. And every year we're adding something. Just to spice it up a little bit.
And I know not only do you guys stress getting the workouts in and all that kind of stuff, but you guys also stress really hard the academics.
Yes, sir.
I've heard some really good things about the athletic program here at La Vega with the academics, getting those high scores on the SATs, getting national honors and all those kind of things. Tell our audience some more about that.
Well, a lot of people don't understand this. We like you said, we preach academics hard. And, we have tutorials twice.
And member of the week is Chase Reeson. Assistant drum majors are Nick Grace and Victoria Ramos, and Captain Angela Romero. And booster president is Valerie Stone.
If
The
you got
money
75 or
directors
above,
are David Lambert, Leslie Lambert, Megan Yates, Ethan Yates, and William Massey. Thank you, Dr. Pepper, for sponsoring the Band Member of the Week.
We take attendance for it. We expect you to be there at 7:30 in the morning. And you're there until the first bell rings. If you're trying to get caught up, or if you're behind, if you need help with something that you hadn't turned in yet, those teachers are there, and our teachers
I say y'all because coaches are teachers too. But the hours that y'all put in, it's not a 40-hour-a-week gig.
No.
And you guys, it has to be a labor of love. It really has to be, to see what you guys do and be successful with these students.
Yeah, we love our kids, man. It's you see the shirts that we have on. It says family. It's the movement we started. First, we've always been saying we're family, and then the first time we saw college basketball come out with those shooting shirts in the national tournament said family, we knew exactly we needed to put that on the shirt because that's what we've been preaching since I was in school. And so we love these kids. We always tell them our door is always open. A lot of times you might go to schools and coaches' offices, doors are closed. Ours stay wide open.
Yeah.
And so our kids, they sometimes some of them don't even knock. They just walk in and say, "Coach, I need this." They want to sit down and talk or whatever it may be. And we love that. We love that part of it. We want them to feel like our fathers, and we're father figures to them. Then basketball season, I call them all my sons. From freshman all the way up to varsity. So you my sons for this time. And then when my season's over, you still my sons. And so, and I treat them just like their mom.
And as disappointing as it is in society these days, a lot of young men and women, and I'm including the females as well in this whole thing, there's not that positive role model in their lives, or there's not that positive role model, period, male or female. And their teachers are that role model. Forget Charles Barkley, I am not a role model, the teachers they are, you know, and you guys have a lot more pressure on you, I think, than a lot of people think.
I agree with you. Just, you know, like you said, so many kids don't have their own mother. And some of them don't even hear the word, I love it. They ain't heard it. And, so it could be days, weeks, months, years. And so anytime we get a chance, we say, I love it. We let them know. We mean it. We just don't, you know, you don't know how much that means to the kids. It means to us too when they come in and they say, I love you back. And so it's just, man, this is what teachers love about our job. And we can come in here and we can reach a kid. If we can reach one, we reach somebody. And we're just going to try to reach two the next year, or 3 or 5, and then just add on to it. So that's what we love about it.
Coach, I definitely appreciate the time, man. It's always a pleasure whenever we have you in. You know, we kind of made it an annual thing where we get you in here at least once a season. So.
Yeah, man, I love you coming up here and talking with you guys anytime.
We definitely appreciate Coach Will Cartwright of the La Vega Pirates. Our halftime interview presented by Willis Plumbing, located at 3217 Bellmead Drive. Give Willis Plumbing a call at 799-5300 the next time you need help with a plumbing problem. When we come back, it's the facts and figures of the first half. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on CBS Sports Radio, Central Texas, and the Centex Sports 1 app. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it, man.
No problem.
As always.
It was good. Anytime, man, you know what I mean?
Oh, no, it's always good when we get you in.
Yes, sir.
Tough to catch you sometimes.
Yeah, I try to make all of them if I can, but you know sometimes when we got those far games,
Yeah.
I can't. I gotta watch the guys that gotta stay back. So, but majority of the playoff games, I'm here. I think my first round is supposed to be at home. I'm here.
Is it?
That's what I've heard.
That would be nice.
That's what I've heard. I don't know how true that is, but I can tell. What's up, man?
You all right?
Yes, sir.
That would be real nice.
Yeah, don't hold me to that, but that's what I heard this morning. So
Hey,
we'll
I would like that rumor.
yeah. So just you know, if you want to say, hey, I heard that it could be a.
Oh, I won't go anywhere with it till it's confirmed. But
Yeah, but that's what I heard. So we'll see.
very cool, man.
You all right?
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. How about yourself?
Good.
Thank y'all guys, man.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
That was high school. Let's go. Duh, Mommy, we're gonna win. What is 22,000 divided by 23,000?
Yeah, when you look at the running game, I mean, like you were just talking about a little while ago, you could put guys like a Dalen Proctor, a Jesse Major Sterling, Dedrick Brawley, even a Marcus Cobb in there at running back, Keyshawn Taylor to eat up some carries and that kind of deal without having to. And those are all underclassmen, you know, all the seniors. That's what I was just looking at. All the seniors on that particular portion of the roster, with the exception, I believe, of Roderick Worthy, have seen the field.
Yeah.
And he may have slid in there a couple times that I didn't notice, but you know, most of the seniors have seen action tonight. So I'm with you. I think it's a matter of get ready for next week. Of the second half.
Big question is what is make it for how many rushing yards? I'm sorry.
86.
1 score.
Yep. Before being upended by Dane Johnson, and the Lions will start with pretty good field position at their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10. 11:53 to go here in the third quarter. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of different players than what we saw in the first half as we go through this second half. It's like we talked about earlier, Ryan. The result of the game has pretty well already been decided. And you can already tell that just from looking at what La Vega's got on the field right now. As you can see that there is we have a Lamarion Williams sighting and the like. Espinoza takes the snap, looked for a receiver, didn't have one, takes off out of bounds, and goes out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. He's going to pick up a yard, maybe two.
Yeah, I think on the front defensive line we got J.B. Cooper. He's going to play a lot the second half. Kevin Gunn has been playing time. Looks like a corner on the other side, number 30. We don't have him on our roster.
Espinoza runs out of bounds again.
A whole new defensive line here. Looks like once we get that right defensive end, we'll change.
Yeah, and there's been some JV guys brought up that were not on the roster originally. And again, the handoff goes to Anderson. They try to pick up some yardage there, and he picks up a few. It's about a 3-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd down now and 6.
Dalen Proctor's out there. I didn't see him play a little bit. Marion Williams, like you said.
24 Anderson is the ball carrier.
It's like Xavier Carter.
3rd down.
Or, excuse me, Jeremiah Fisher's out there. I'm back in the crew. 46, that's probably
11:15 and counting. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Espinoza takes the snap. Pressure coming, throws to the outside, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by Jeremiah Fisher. It was 18 on 18. Jason Jackson, the intended receiver. And it makes it now 4th down and 6 for the Lions. Espinoza also the punter. And Fisher goes back deep to receive the punt here. Snap back. A real nice punt this time from Espinoza. Bounces at the 23. Gets a really nice Lions roll inside the 5 and down to about the 2 where it is marked down, and the Pirates will start deep in their own territory about the 2.5-yard line. The third quarter of tonight's La Vega Pirate game is presented by Pickens Bail Bonds at 705 Kane and Bell Mead. Next time you're in a difficult situation, give Pickens Bail Bonds a call at 755-7589.
It looks like Era is in the huddle, so I think he'll get at least one more possession at quarterback. Quite, I would imagine his night is probably done.
Yeah, it looks like the running backs you got out there are Dedrick Brawley, and you got Dontroy Sterling in there at tight end. And we got a timeout called by La Vega. That's exactly what it is. Timeout called by La Vega. Let's take it with them. 10:53 to go in the third quarter. 49-6, La Vega on top. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on CBS Sports Radio, Central Texas.
Generations of the Parsons family, over 70 years of business. Parsons Commercial Roofing has become the go-to name in Texas. Just ask any of their thousands of clients nationwide, they will tell you Parsons is the only answer for your roofing needs. For the last 10 years in counting,
Yeah, he is
Parsons
still
has
there.
been awarded the Duramass Contractor of the Year, putting the utmost care into every project.
This is a situation
Williams is in there at a wide receiver, as is Ronald Kendricks. Nickel has Brawley to one side, and he hands it off to him coming around the near side. The ball pops loose, and it's going to be a Brownwood football, it looks like, after somebody punched that one out. That ball bounced about 12 yards, and Brownwood takes over at the La Vega 23-yard line.
Yeah, and that's what's going to bring those starters back in real quick. To do stuff like this.
Fumble on the play.
You know, clearly not what you wanted to
Line
happen.
recovered.
You're Dedrick. Shake your head, go back to the sidelines, and it's kind of a weird deal. Like you said, it got popped out from behind. It went forward about 3 or 4 yards. But this is stuff you don't want to happen to Cleveland. You want to get better as the game goes on. A nice little test here for the Pirate defense from the 23.
10:15 to go in the third quarter. La Vega up 49-6. Espinoza takes the snap, hands it off to Anderson. He gets spun around by one tackler and finally gets brought down. There is a flag coming in. That's going to be a holding call against Brownwood. Anderson gets brought down at the 16-yard line, but that's going to be for naught as it's coming back.
Yeah, let's start to see something we didn't see, but that was a clear hold on that left.
And that's the exact call we're seeing. So, still first down for Brownwood, but now it's a first down and about 15. La Vega up 49-6. 10:04 left here in the third quarter. Two receivers to each side. Espinoza the quarterback, Anderson the running back. Snap back. The pop pass is caught by Elisha Huerta, and then it's dropped. Had it in his hand, started to turn, and dropped it.
Yeah, that's the old, what do you call it, rubberneck in there?
Alligator arms?
Alligator arms, rubberneck. He knew he was about to get popped, and he had to pull back. I mean, no offense to that kid, everybody's done it before. But
Oh, yeah.
You saw I believe that was David Proctor coming right at him, and he kind of turned around before he was able to get it in. And this is a good test. I was thinking this. A good test for the Pirates' second-team defense there. Now, Brownwood has kept their starters in, so it'll be good for them to get some work against a starting offense.
Four receivers set, two to each side. They fake the handoff up the middle. Espinoza goes deep, has his man on the post pattern, and it might have been intercepted, actually, and it is picked off. A touchback on the interception by Lamarion Williams. And I think he literally took it out of the receiver's hands. A really nice throw there from Espinoza, and a great job to get the pick by number 17, Lamarion Williams.
Yeah, I thought he caught it. I thought it was a touchdown.
I thought it was too.
I saw the Brownwood guy get up and kind of hover over him like he was talking trash, and he was really trying to get the ball back from him.
Right.
So, I mean, honestly, from the you got to be happy for him. He's a senior. On senior day, makes a big time interception, especially in that situation in the end zone.
9:43 to go here in the third quarter. 49-6, La Vega on top.
You know what feels pretty good about that pick is Dedrick Brawley.
Yes.
He's okay now.
Two receivers to the far side, one to the near side for the Pirates. Nickel takes the snap, throws the pass out to his wide receiver, Ronald Kendricks, who comes back to the inside. Gets to the 27-yard line. There'll be a pickup of 7 and make it second down and 3. And, of course, Nickel's going to have a high bar to pass to surpass the 9 of 10 night that Era Rawls had.
So far, he's on the right track.
He's on the right track, yes.
Good season against a point out, man. I like watching that.
Two receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Brawley in the backfield with Nickel. In motion goes Dontroy Sterling, far to near side. They hand it off to Brawley. Goes off left tackle, gets his way out to the 30-yard line. He's going to be about a half yard shy of the first down after the 3-yard pickup. Clock running at 8:40 here in the third quarter. And they're saying that it is a first down.
It was a touchback. It started on the 20. Looks like the nose of the ball is just past that line of clearance.
Yeah, they gave him a little better spot than what I had originally seen. So, receiver to each side, running back to each side of the quarterback, Blaine Nickel, in the backfield on this 1st and 10 play from the La Vega 30. Nickel takes the snap, drops back, throws to the far side, has his man, number 17, Lamarion Williams, and he gets run out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. That's a 19-yard pickup, and the Knicks foam and go first down.
You know, in situations where you're up 49-6, most times you're kind of just making the quarterback handoff, waste the clock, run the clock. And I think on senior night, with the senior game, I think you kind of let them go ahead. They just have some fun. So I don't think they're trying to run the score up. I just think they're trying to let Blaine have a little bit of fun.
Same formation, receiver to each side, running back to each side of the quarterback Nickel. Play clock running down inside of 10. 7:45 and counting here in the third quarter. Nickel takes the snap, hands it off to Jeremiah Fisher, who goes up the middle, has running room, gets into Brownwood territory at about the 39-yard line. It's a 12-yard pickup and a Knicks foam and go first down for Fisher.
Nice run by Fisher. I think tough to say there. Punish the defender who's just now getting up at number 26. Dryden Anderson. So a nice play, nice run by Jeremiah. Pirates offense is not missed a beat.
Clock running with 7:15 to go here in the third quarter. Offense getting their signals from the coaches. Play clock at 20. Receiver to each side for the Pirates. Williams to the near side, Kendricks to the far side. Senior quarterback Nickel in the pistol, hands it off to Fisher. Tries to find some running room, gets out to the far hash mark. Inside. It's kind of like if you've seen Ferris Bueller and they're in the art museum and he's doing the hand signal kind of. Yeah. So he'll back up the Pirates. But anyway, we will keep you up to date on all the playoff action around Central Texas, but in particular, La Vega's first round opponent and location on 94.5 The Beat, as well as CBS Sports Radio Central Texas 94.5 HD2, CentexSports1.com, and the Centex Sports 1 app. One back in the backfield this time with Nickel, two receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Fisher comes in motion, gets in the backfield with Nickel. The handoff to Brawley, who goes off left, loses the ball again. And Brownwood with the fumble recovery at the their own 41-yard line, it looks like anyway. And that's exactly what it is. So 2 times now Brawley has put it on the turf in the first half of the third quarter. Definitely not a good look for number 24 tonight.
No, it's not. That's going to be a nice carry, I imagine, for the rest of the game, especially as far as Jeremiah Fisher's running. You don't want to pull the guy out too quickly, but man, his third or fourth carry, and he's fumbled twice.
Right.
Yeah, definitely not something you want to see here.
So for Brownwood, it is a 1st and 10, 5:49 to go in the third quarter. La Vega up 49-6. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Espinoza in the shotgun has Anderson directly behind him. Huerta comes in motion. Snap is back. They hand it off to Anderson. Tries to go off left tackle. Gets a little bit of room. Picks up about 3 yards on the play. It's going to make it a 2nd down and 7. And Anderson, 17 carries tonight, 108 yards. And the only touchdown for the Brownwood Lions.
You know, we talked about how well they were running the ball. I think he had 59 yards on one drive. And really, since then, they've done a really good job of kind of bottling him up, like you said, moving that safety up. So, he's a hard runner, and he'll be a really good running back going forward. The Pirates made a nice adjustment to kind of slow him down just a little bit.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Anderson gets the handoff again. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a smidge more. They're going to give him credit for 1 more yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 6 for Brownwood. Our 3rd quarter is presented by Pickens Bail Bonds, located at 705 Payne in Belmead. Next time you're in a difficult situation, give Pickens Bail Bonds a call at 755-7589. 4:38 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. The Vega on top, 49-6. Two receivers to the high side, 1 to the low side. They fake the handoff. Espinoza goes deep down the seam, and playing center field was number 22, Dalen Proctor. Got the interception, gets into Brownwood territory, and a real nice job there of just playing center field and getting the pick.
Yeah, they ran a little zone on that last time I saw the flex out the linebacker to where that outside receiver who was running about a 2-yard stop was covered. So it looked like with the 2 guys covering him, they tried to pop it deep. And unfortunately for Mr. Blaze Espinoza, David Proctor was sitting right there in center field waiting for an easy interception. A nice little return, too, got back up to the 47-yard line. So Dedrick Brawley with two fumbles, and they have bailed them out immediately. So let's see if they can pull one of these in there.
Brawley not out there in the backfield this time. Kewan Ross is in at tight end, actually a double tight end set. Kewan Ross and Don Troy Sterling, the only back in the backfield with Jeremiah Fisher. 2 receivers to the near side. Nickel in the pistol, hands it off to Fisher, who has some running room, dodges around one man, dodges around another, and has space down the far sideline inside the 25 and down to about the 22 or 23-yard line. And he's actually officially down at the 24. It's a 23-yard pickup if it stands. There's a flag somewhere. I don't see the flag, though.
It's there. It's there.
A dead ball against Brownwood. That's definitely not helping the Lions cause off. That's going to be half the distance to the goal.
That's another impressive run by Jeremiah. That's funny watching him. He's very shifty. And that was kind of the yard point off the
It really was, you know. So you get the 20-yard run and you add the 15-yard penalty to it, making it now a 35-yard play, and that definitely will help the Pirates with getting down the field and punching it in with about 3 or 4 minutes to go, you would guess, here in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to the near side. Handoff again to Fisher, using those really quick feet. Gets down to they're going to give him the 11-yard line.
7 yards.
Yeah, another 6-7 yards. And I mean, he's picking up yards at a nice little clip here. Actually, he's at 50 yards on 4 carries right now. 3:25 and counting in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to the near side. Don Troy Sterling in the backfield to the left of Nickel. Jeremiah Fisher to his right. 2nd and 4. Inside the Express Dry Clean and Laundry red zone. The handoff again to Fisher. Cuts back. Runs a little bit of a counter. And it picks up about 2 yards. Gets down to the 9. So it's going to be 3rd down and 2. as we're under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. La Vega up 49-6. Senior night here at Willie Williams Stadium. The offense getting their signals from the coaching staff. Play clock down to 15. Pirates milking the clock as much as possible, up by 43. Nickel has Fisher to his right, takes the snap, hands it off. Fisher does what he does best, uses his feet to find a place to run. It's a Knicks foam and go first down after the 5-yard pickup, and it's a first down and goal for the Pirates. And again, the Pirates will take another probably 35 or 40 seconds off the clock before snapping the ball the next time.
I'm giving it to Jeremiah Fisher the rest of the time. He has earned his way to get a touchdown.
Receiver to each side. Don Troy Sterling on the wing. Fisher to the left of the senior quarterback, Nickel. Play clock at 8. Nickel takes the snap, hands it off to Fisher. He gets wrapped up and gets actually thrown forward. So he actually gains a yard instead of losing yardage. And it's going to be a second down and goal now from the 4. Clock still moving as we approach 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. La Vega up 49-6. In the NFL, there's 14:08 to go in the fourth quarter. The Giants still lead Tampa Bay 17-15.
That's 1 for 2. They didn't get this.
Same formation. Fisher to the right of Nickel. Kendricks gets the handoff on the jet sweep. Gets down to the 3-yard line. So it's going to make it a third down and goal from the 3. And that's probably going to be the last play of the third quarter on the 2-yard pickup. And, yeah, the La Vega offense is walking off the field. The play clock, well, there's a timeout of some type.
Please reset the clock to 31 seconds.
Okay.
They're saying to reset the game clock to 31 seconds. And Coach Don Hyde is looking for them to reset the play clock as well, if they're going to do that. And they're not going to do so. So actually, La Vega does have to run one play. Yeah, they'll have to run this. Well, it was set at 40, and then they moved it to 25. Yes.
I know, but I don't know why they reset it.
Exactly. It was very weird.
Let's score a touchdown here and make up for it.
Well, and there's a receiver to each side. It's third down and goal for the Pirates. What will probably be the last play of the third quarter. They hand it off to Fisher. Goes into the end zone for the touchdown. It's a 5-yard, officially 4-yard touchdown run for Jeremiah Fisher, making it now 55-6 with 1 second to go in the third quarter.
After all that, just a nice drive and a nice drive by Jeremiah Fisher. It's fun to see him run. He pretty much took control of that drive, and I'm glad he got the touchdown. See, he did much of the workload on that drive. So a nice drive on the Pirates after 2 turnovers. He came back and set it down. And that's a touchdown.
Snap back, hold down, kick up, and it is good. So 1 second to go in the third quarter. La Vega leads 56-6. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on CBS Sports Radio, Central Texas, presented by Southwest Sports Medicine.
Yards,
Yards? 26, yeah.
Rich, that little sweep,
technically counts as a pass, I believe.
No. He handed it to him. He didn't throw it to him. He handed it to him. 1 second to go here in the third quarter. La Vega leading 56-6. Brian, you've got the scoring drive.
I do. It was a nice little run there from Jeremiah Fisher, 4 yards out, 7 plays, 47 yards, took up 4 minutes and 12 seconds.
Our Members' Choice Credit Union kickoff coming from Aiden Martinez. Back deep to receive for Brownwood. Dane Johnson. Martinez of the orange cleats. High end over end kick. Caught, bobbled, and dropped by number 24. That's Kanyon Anderson. And he gets out to the 20. So when the fourth quarter starts, Brownwood will start at their own 20. First down and 10. La Vega up 56-6 at the end of the third. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on CBS Sports Radio Central Texas and CentexSports1.com. Okay, you able to read that?
Yeah, Espinosa's 1 for 13.
Yes.
14 yards.
14 yards. Yeah, he's had 2 picks. He's had a rough night. In fact, if it wasn't for Anderson, they would have no offense at all.
Say again?
If it wasn't for Anderson, they'd have no offense. I mean, 100 yards, 109 for him, and outside of him, 36 yards. Are we close? Okay.
Is it B-O-A-I-Z-E or B-O-A-I-Z-E, correct?
Yes. First down and 10 for Brownwood from their own 20. 3 receivers to the near side. Espinosa takes the snap, hands it off to Anderson going up the middle, and he fights his way to the 27-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 for the Lions on the first play of the fourth quarter. La Vega up 56-6. Anderson over 100 yards on the night, 19 carries for 116 yards, and the only score for Brownwood. Don't forget to stick around for the post-game show. We'll get into all the facts and figures of tonight's game, as well as naming our Zimmerman Law Firm player of the game. And I got a funny feeling we're really going to have to go to the committee for that one, because there's 3 or 4 very, very strong candidates for that tonight. Handoff goes to Anderson, who tries to find an edge and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard. They're going to give him 2 out to the 29. So it's going to be third down and 1 as we go under 11 minutes to go in the game.
I really want to talk about how nice of a tackle that was by the mystery man in 36. It was a nice tackle. As Anderson got to the outside, he was able to pull it. It's hard to run with Anderson. It looked like he was going to barrel his way for the first down. He tackled and pulled him down for only that part.
10:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. 3 receivers to the near side. Shotgun set. Espinosa with Anderson behind him. Takes the snap. Hands it off again to Anderson. Tries going up the middle. Gets the first down and an extra yard. So it's a 2-yard pickup. Knicks foam and go first down at the 31-yard line of Brownwood. We'll talk about this game and all the other things going on in the world of sports tomorrow morning during Go Big or Go Home, 6 to 9 in the morning. 94.5 HD2, CentexSports1.com, and on the Centex Sports app. We want to hear what you've got to say as well. Check us out on our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Centex Sports 1. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. The pass from Espinosa is tipped and knocked to the turf. A nice play there by Keewan Ross. And the struggles continue for Blaze Espinosa tonight. 1 of 14 for 14 yards and 2 interceptions.
We talked about Blaze in that first quarter especially. there were 3 or 4 passes that I think could have changed the outcome to start, not the outcome, the way the game started and maybe his outcome. He had 2 or 3 passes that were pretty open and he just overthrew them. So since then, it's been nothing reported.
The snap back, the handoff again to Anderson, fights his way across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. That's going to be a 5-yard pickup for the Lions, and they're slowly matriculating the ball down the field. And also, they're letting the play clock run. There's no hurry up to the offense. No, you're good. You're good. One thing I did notice about during pregame, they've got a number of guys that would be starting hurt. So I'm sure that has a little bit to do with the situation as well. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Espinoza in the shotgun, throws the quick out, and that route was just about jumped by Jeremiah Fisher for a pick 6. He knocked the pass down, though, and it's going to become a 4th down and 6 for Brownwood.
Yeah, that was a nice play, and almost another pick. The third, could be the third of the second half of the second team.
4th down.
It appears they're going to go for it. I don't know why you would for the 36 down 56 to 6.
Just shy of 9 minutes to go in the ball game.
Interesting. Just might kind of work on maybe having a play for 4th down for next week.
2 receivers to the near side. The wing is Huerta. Receiver to the far side now. Anderson to the left of the quarterback, Espinoza. And the play clock goes down to 0. So timeout called before it hit 0, though, by the Lions. We'll take the Community Bank and Trust timeout with them. 8:57 to go in the 4th. La Vega up 56-6. You're listening to Pirates football on CBS Sports Radio Central Texas and the Centex Sports 1 app. Yeah. Waxahachie Life. Or Life Waxahachie. No, I was just saying, Life Waxahachie has won at least 1 game. Let me see. Let me see. 8:57 to go in the 4th quarter. La Vega up 56-6. And Brownwood with a 4th down and about 6. Looks as though they've got Espinoza there to kick now. Espinoza also the punter. A high snap, a terrible snap. And Espinoza is just going to try to run with the ball. And he threw it sort of trying to get it to the line of scrimmage. Tried throwing it out of bounds. And
yeah, that's intentional.
That's going to be called for intentional grounding.
The refs were just as surprised as we were.
Yeah, you have to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So, you see exactly how that all lays out over there. But as we sit at the moment, the standings in District 5 4A Division 1, Midlothian Heritage is the first place team at 4-0. La Vega is at 3-1. Brownwood is 2-1. Stephenville 3-2. Life Waxahachie 1-4. And Alvarado is 0-5. So Brownwood at the moment would be in as the 3 seed.
And they have to set Stephenville on Saturday, right?
Yes, in another non-district game just like tonight. So Midlothian Heritage 8-2 overall. They haven't missed a game. La Vega with their victory tonight will move to 7-2, and Brownwood will fall to 4-5 overall. Pirates take over inside the Express Dry Clean and Laundry red zone.
15-yard line.
Nickel in the backfield with Deedrick Brawley, who's back in there, holding the ball with both arms. Goes down to the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 for Brawley. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Pirates.
And both of them is right. Deedrick's a good running back, and he's not a fumbler. He just had a couple bad runs. You hope for these guys' safety, he doesn't get his head where he doesn't concentrate. Now, he wasn't that, but he had to
Right.
take it back.
Receiver to each side. The running back Brawley to the left of the senior quarterback Blaine Nickel. Approaching 8 minutes to go in this ball game. Snap back, the handoff, fake the handoff to Brawley. Nickel keeps it himself. Dives forward to about the 9-yard line. They're going to give him a yard. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 4. We haven't seen that happen very many times this season either. With Nickel carrying the ball.
That's an interesting play call here. I mean, you can honestly take a shot deep and pop in a little turn, a little go route. But when you're up this much, my bet is they're going to start to run it to the
Or maybe run Nickel again.
Yeah, and you see it, you just never know. I mean, they want to have a return too.
7:15 to go in the 4th. Nickel hands it off to Brawley off the right guard. Fights his way in for a 1st down. Down to about the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 7. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Pirates from the 2-yard line. 7-yard pickup for Brawley. 7 different La Vega Pirates have carried the ball tonight in the running game. 6:50 to go here in the 4th quarter. Play clock is at 22. I'm sure the Pirates are going to let that run down into single digits before they call this next play. 1st and goal from the 2. Nickel in the backfield with